Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing here today? My name is Maurice Davidson, your homeless to homeowner real estate agent. Welcome to my Facebook Live show. Today, we are simply going over how to determine what the market is saying to you. Basically, most people, I get this question all the time. The question is whether it is a seller's market or a buyer's market. Or the simple question is, when is the perfect time to purchase a property? So rather than just give my normal answer, which is, do you want to buy a house? And they say yes. I say, now is the perfect time. I say, do you want to sell your house? They say yes. I say, now is the perfect time. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go over New Jersey's stats. And basically, this would allow you to understand what is happening from the previous year to now. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be splitting the screen, showing you what New Jersey Stats offers, Najar, which is a company within New Jersey that basically takes our MLS data and it computes it from the previous year to today. It also does each month, year to date. And today we're going to be doing Somerset County. We're also going to be doing Middlesex County, Monmouth County, and Ocean County. All right. So to start it off, let me just go here. Okay, perfect. So, all right. So this is basically our first. This is Somerset County, and this is me explaining to you what is the stats from last year to this year. This is March stats, and it will give you an idea of what the market is telling you. One of the things that you'll hear a lot of agents say is that there's no inventory. This year there is no inventory, but although there's no inventory, properties are selling for more than the list price. So it's kind of like a catch 22. Uh, and it's not either a buyer's market. Well, I'll explain to you a little bit more. So let's go with the first one. The first one is a new listings for the month of March 2022. You had a total of 339. This March 2023, we had 256. So you can see right then there that we're down about 24% from last year, which is of new listings. So there were 24% more listings last year than it is this year. That's why we have low inventory. All right. Now we're doing closed sales. So those are listings that closed in the month of March. We had a total of, in 2022, we had a total of 198. And in 2023, we had a total of 165. So as you can see, you've had less closings. So less inventory, less closings, which means now you have a negative 16.7%. Let's just round it up to 17%. So again, less inventory than last year, less closings than last year. All right. Now you're looking at days on market. Last year, 2022, each house was approximately 34 days on the market. This year, as you can see, it's 48 days on the market. So that's an increase of 41%. Last year, 34 days on the market. This year, 48 days on the market. What does that say? That says that properties are sitting on the market just a little bit longer than last year. So there's two reasons why property, well, there's multiple reasons why properties are sitting on the market, but most of the time, the reason why they're still sitting on the market is because they are priced incorrectly. So it's extremely important that when you're pricing your property, well, the listing, when the listing agent is pricing your property, you want to make sure that they price it based on market conditions or market data versus your own personal idea of what your property is worth. Because if you overprice your property, you, as you can see right here, you are going to be on the market a little bit longer than usual. All right. Now, for Somerset County, the median house price for 2022 was 513,000. For 2023, it's 565,000. What that means is there was an increase of about 10%. So last year's property, the properties increased from last year. The days on market increased from last year. the inventory new listings decreased from last year, and also the closed decreased from last year. All right. Percentage of list price received. Now that is a very good category, right? What that tells you is whether or not when you place the property on the market, the list price, whether it's sold for higher or less than. All right. So it shows right here from last year, it sold for about 4%. 2022, it sold for about 4% above list price. And this year, it sold for just list price. So it was a decrease this year of 3%. What that means is properties are overpriced. They're staying on the market longer because they're overpriced. Now, this is actually kind of funny. You would say that there's less inventory than last year, so you would think properties will go faster. It's not. It's going slower because they're overpricing property. It's extremely important that you price your property correctly based on the market, based on the area, and based on the property's conditions. These buyers that we have right now, the interest rates are higher. So when they're looking to purchase a property, they want to make sure they're getting the best that they can get. There's previous years or 2 years ago when we were interest rates at 3%, buyers didn't really care the condition of the property because they were getting basically free money. But this interest rates at 6% right now, these buyers want to make sure that the property is in great condition and it's worth the money that they're going to be spending. Inventory of homes for sale, similar to what we did of new listings, it was 425 versus 323, which is a decrease of 24%. Now, this is the monthly supply of inventory. This usually tells you whether or not it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. Okay. So last year we had property on, usually property was on the market for 1.6, which means just over a month. This now property is at 1.5, which is pretty much the same, except it's a decrease from last year of 6%. So if properties are on the market a specific amount of time, that it'll tell you whether or not it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. Because we don't have, because we do not have property staying on the market for over 6 months, it technically will be considered a seller's market. All right. That means that properties are not staying on the market long enough to be considered that the buyer has the upper hand. We are still in a market where the seller has the upper hand in Somerset County. All right. Now, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. I am going to go to the next slide, but before I do, I am just going to change my window. Now, just to give you an idea why I decided to do real estate while I switched the sides, okay? I decided to do real estate because I realized that one of the best things that you can do and the easiest money that you can make, or better yet, not even the easiest amount of money because it's not easy, but I have a talent of dealing with people. I am a people person. I have the gift of making being approachable by people. So that's why I chose real estate. I chose it because it would use my best attributes. All right. And it would make me, I like people. I like being around people. I like talking to people. I like getting to know people's perspective on life. I get like getting to know people's perspective um, on pretty much a lot of things, right? So I chose real estate as a career because I figured it was one of the most people person job. I guess you can say that. Um, let me drink my Red Bull. I love Red Bull, y'all. Sorry, but I do. I love Red Bull. People say it tastes like medicine. It doesn't taste like medicine to me. It just tastes really sweet and I love it. All right. Now we're gonna go to the famous Middlesex County. All right, so we just got done doing Somerset County. We realized that Somerset County is a seller's market. We realized that we are low in inventory. We are low in sales. We are low in new listings, but properties are staying on the market longer and they are selling for exactly list price. Okay. So we are now going to Middlesex County. As you can see here, similar to what we were doing before, we do 2022 versus 2023. In 2022, new listings were 717 versus 2023, new listings were 510. That is a difference of 28%. What that means is, again, we are low in inventory. It is a seller's market. So we need you sellers who are wanting to sell their home. Do not wait. If you need help, please do not hesitate to call me. As you can see, my information is on the screen, or my information is on my page. I can do a free comparative market analysis, which is a CMA, telling you exactly how much your property is worth. So it is still a seller's market. Inventory is down. So closed sales from the previous year of 2022 was 409 versus 2023, which is 349. So new listings are down and closed sales are down about 14%. Now, days on the market. We just did Middlesex County where we're finding out, in Somerset County where we're finding out that properties are staying on the market a little bit longer than last year. And this year, for Middlesex County, we're going to find out exactly what does that mean. So properties on 2022, they were on the market for an average of 40 days. This 2023, they're on the market for an average of 48 days, which is an increase of 20%. What that means is properties are staying on the market for longer. Why are they staying on the market for longer? Obviously, it means that they're priced incorrectly. We are doing for Middlesex County, there is a median for 2022. The median price was 460. Now for 2023, it is 475, which is an increase of 3%. Now, property values are still going up, so it's still a great time for you to sell. Property values are still going up, so it is a great time for you to sell. All right. Now, we're doing the percentage of sold for list price. So last year we were at they were 3% above list price they sold. This year it's only 1% above list price. So you see what we're trying to say here is that properties are not selling above list price. The properties are selling exactly the way they're supposed to be, which is a down of 2%. Now we have inventory of homes sold, homes for sale. 2022, we had 1,590, and this year we have 862. So it's down 45%. Now this is great. Month supply, which is what we're trying to tell you before, whether or not it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. Last year we had 2.8, which is 2 months and a half, a little bit more than a half. Um, Properties were staying on the market for 2 months and a half, or that's not, we had about 2 months worth of properties. This year, 2023, we have 1.8, which is down 35%, which means we don't even have 2 months worth of inventory on the market right now. Again, we don't even have 2 months worth of inventory. So properties are going under contract faster because inventory is down, and they're going under contract uh, um, above list price just a little bit, but the median sales price did increase. So to explain it a little bit better, property values are higher this year than they were last year. That's given. Great. Property values are higher this year than they were last year. Property values are staying on the market just a little bit longer this year than they were last year. Properties inventory is lower this year than it was last year, and we still don't even have 2 months worth of inventory. All right. Now that is Middlesex County. Let me change the screen, and then we're going to do Monmouth County, which is the county that I live in. All right, let's make sure we have it. Have you guys thought about, while I'm doing this, just to talk to you guys, have you guys thought about listing your properties? Have you thought about purchasing property? Um, Welcome to my live Facebook show. I'm going to be doing this daily at 1 p.m. We're going to be talking about all things that are has to do with real estate related issues, whether it's financing, whether it's inspections, whether it's just topics that you guys reach out and talk to me about. So reach out to me, email me, go into my inbox, ask me questions. I just had a friend of mine contact me yesterday and asked me some information about purchasing a property. Now, they're not ready right now, and I don't expect them to be, and I don't expect you to be ready right now. But if you're looking to buy or sell, don't hesitate to give me a call and we can get you on the right track. Usually, if you're ready, but 6 months from now or a year from now, that's still no problem. I can help you and let you know what you need to do to be ready to buy or to sell a property. That is no problem. All right. Now we're going to go to Monmouth County. Monmouth County is where I live, and I can tell you right now, it's a great place to be a part of. So let's go over Monmouth County stats right now. As soon as I can find my. All right. So from March 2022 to March 2023, we're going over the stats. Um, New listings in March 2022 was 811. I'm sorry, 803. Now 2023 is 624. Whoa, that's my birthday. June 24th. Yay, yay. So that's a down of 22%. If you're doing closed sales, we had a total of in 2022, there were 435 closed sales. In 2023, there are only 414, which is a down of 4%. Last year, 2022, properties were on the market for 40 days. This year, 2023, they're on the market for 52 days, averagely on the market for 52 days. I mean, come on. Come on. You already know what that means. Properties are not priced correctly. Properties are not priced correctly. If they're staying on the market, it means they're overpriced. Right now, we are in the time period where I've noticed that open houses are starting to have lines outside again. So if your property is priced correctly, when you do an open house, you have no problem of having 20 or 30 people in line to see your property or to see your listing, I should say. By the way, I'm hosting an open house this Saturday. I'll put some information about that at um, on my uh, on my feed a little bit later today. Median sales price on 2022 is 585,000. This year it's 599,750, which is a 2% increase. So property value is going up in all three counties. Property value is going up in Somerset County, Middlesex County, and Monmouth County. All right. Now we have properties percentage of list price received, which is of 2022, it was just over 100%, so 1.7. This year, 2023, it is down. We are receiving offers are closing less than list price, which is what I'm trying to tell you, and what this whole video is really about. It's about pricing your home correctly. and not thinking that we are still back in the days where there was interest rates were 3% and you can overprice your home. We're not doing that anymore. We're pricing the homes correctly for the market, correctly for the week, and we're getting the values that we need to get. If not, your property is going to be sitting on the market for 52 days. You're going to be paying approximately 3 months worth of mortgage, and you're going to end up losing as much net as you want. So rather than try to play games with the buyers in this market, because the buyers are starting to get a little bit wiser and they're realizing, hey, we have the control here when it comes to money. Because regardless of the inventory, it can switch over just like that if the buyers decide that they don't want to buy anymore. All right. So we have, look at this, month supply of inventory in 2022. It was 1.9, which is just under 2 months. This 2023, 2.6, which is just under 3 months. So properties are staying on the market longer. You have to understand that properties are staying on the market longer because they're overpriced. All right, which is an increase of 36%. So if you are listing your home, make sure that you get an agent that's wanting to list your property based on stats and not based on your personal feelings. Because if you overprice your home, I can guarantee it, based on these stats, you will be sitting there for 52 days, longer than you want to. And then once you have to make a price drop, it's not going to be a simple $1,000 price drop. You're going to have to make a significant price drop in order to even be competitive again on the market. Um, Last but not least, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Ocean. I'm going to switch the screen out for a second, and we're going to talk about Ocean County. All right. Before we get there, let me just. Okay. All right. Before we start to talk about Ocean County, just want to run a couple things by you. As a real estate professional, my job is to make sure that you are being represented in the best possible light. So I always want to make sure that I remain truthful, honest, and with a sense of integrity. All right. There are so many real estate agents out there, which I'm not talking bad about at all, but there are agents out there that will get your listing and then disappear. So you want to make sure that you get an agent that's active or based on your personality. If you're more of a hands-on client and all you want me to do is just do the job and sell your home, get you as much money, and then don't worry about anything else, that's perfectly fine. But if you're more of a hands-on client that needs a little bit more holding as far as helping you with the utilities, switching out the utilities, telling you exactly what you need to do, helping you with the township paperwork, helping you recommend a contractor, a painter, an electrician, things like that. Here at Remax Select, we have a great database of vendors that we deal with, of trusted vendors that we deal with. Um, Throughout our whole 12 offices. Actually, got more than 12 offices. I think it's like more like 18. Um, but we here at Remax Select are making sure that each client gets exactly the service that they deserve. Last but not least, we're going to talk about Ocean County. All right. All right. So Ocean County from 2022 to 2023. 2022 new listings were 892 new listings. In 2023 of March, we have 662 new listings. I mean, come on. If we're not, if this does not let you know that we are in need of sellers, then I don't know what to tell you. If you come up to me or any agent and asks when is the perfect time to list your home, now is the perfect time to list your home. And we have the data to prove it. Um, Closed sales, 2022, we had 608 versus now 488, which is a down of 19%. Days on the market, 2022 in Ocean County of March was 39 days. Now it's at 48 days, which is an increase of 23%. Again, all four counties are saying the same thing, is that properties are staying on the market longer. We have less inventory via sellers, and there's an increase in the sales price. This one for Ocean 2022 was 476 versus now it's 485. That is an increase of 1.9%. So property values are increasing. This is not a time where you would think about the previous 2008, 2009. That's not this particular time. It's only because we have less inventory. It's only because we have less inventory. If we had more sellers, perfect. This would be the perfect market. No more, no less. It wouldn't be a seller's market. It wouldn't be a buyer's market. It would be a perfect market. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking to get the perfect market. All right. Um, so properties that list sold that percentage above list price in 2022 was 2%. Now we're down. Properties are in Ocean County. Properties are not selling above list price. They're selling below list price because properties are being sellers are asking us to list their property more than what the market is saying it's worth. And therefore, they're sitting on the market longer. And once you have properties sitting on the market with these particular buyers, they're going to think that something is wrong with the properties because we have such low inventory. So, you're dealing with the type of market where if you put your house on the market on Friday and do an open house on Saturday, by Monday or Tuesday, you should have at least one or two offers. If priced correctly, shown correctly, which is that it's clean, painted if it needs to be painted. You don't have to do a complete update, but doing the minimal painting the house, which is a minimal investment that you can do, changing out the light bulbs, changing out a few fixtures, making sure that the carpet is cleaned, making sure that that in each room it's not cluttered. You're decluttering your home. You're packaging your home as a product. So you're packaging it for the buyer. And you want the buyer to think that they live there. You want the buyer to feel comfortable in your home as if it was their home, if they can picture it. But if you're out there and we go to your house and stuff is everywhere, well, my client can't picture themselves living in your home, and that's what's going to happen, and that's why your property is going to be not value, but your list price is going to decrease because your property is going to be one of those ones that's staying on the market, and buyers are going to think that something is wrong with your property. Um, Last but not least, monthly inventory in 2022, it was a 1.7, so it was just under 2 months. In 2023, it's 2.9, which is an increase of 70%, which means that properties are just under 3 months, um, or 2.2 and 2 and almost 3 months on the market. So it's still a seller's market. It's still a seller's market. So if you're out there and you're thinking about selling your home, well, do not hesitate to give me a call because I can easily tell you how much your value is worth, and we can come up with a game plan that allows you to net the price that you want to net after expenses and after all the fees that are associated with. You'll still be able to net the price that you want to net. All right. So I have 15 more seconds. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. This is Maurice Davidson, your home is the homeowner real estate agent. And thank you so much for attending my show on Facebook. We're going to try to do this daily at 1 p.m. But we'll see how it goes. And I just want to say I really appreciate you taking the time, 30 minutes out of your day to watch and to listen to what I have to say about the real estate industry. I look forward to seeing you again. Again, this is Maurice Davidson, your homeless to homeowner real estate agent, and I hope that you have a great rest of your week. And I look forward to talking to you again. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day.